So we're at Scars and Stripes, you know, and I know we're all excited to be here. I hope you are too. And tell us a little bit about how you got involved with the festival and what the festival means to you today.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just basically, you know, I got asked to do the festival. I've been doing, you know, the Saint Asonia, my side project, Saint Asonia, for quite a while. We're working on our second record right now, but yeah, so I'm basically taking a break from the studio, and they asked me to play here, and it was one of those things. Yeah, a lot of my friends, you know, are on the bill, and it's like it's almost like a little reunion sort of festival that you know. So it's cool. It's just it's a great festival to be a part of. So you know, happy to be here. You know, when I got asked to do it.
So you're doing it solo. What can we expect? What are you going to be playing? Are you playing Saint Asonia stuff? Some of the stuff that maybe be a solo record in the near future, or what's the plan?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna probably. I mean, I got a few different things, you know, on my sleeve. I'll probably play some old 3 Days Grace stuff. I'll do some Saint Asonia stuff, and I'll do some of my own, you know, whatever. Nice. But yeah, I mean, I mixed it up. You know, a lot of the 3 Days Grace stuff, you know, is stuff that. Is a big part of my life that I still play with the band and stuff. So it's pretty cool having being in a band with the guys that I'm in. You know, Mike and I work really well together, and like I said, we're working on a second record now, so it should be done by the end of the year, and we're really stoked on it. So,
big collecting patches. You're one of the only new bands that actually has a patch. So like behind that, and if you could spread the word across that.
All right, that's pretty awesome. I didn't even actually know that we had those. So, did you get that on our website?
At one of the festivals.
Okay, that's great.
It's Gontier in Washington.
Oh, cool, man. That's a great patch. I didn't even know we had patches. I don't have any myself. I should probably get one.
Yeah. I think that was the last one, actually. That's what they told me.
Really? That's cool. That's great. That's great.
Back to when we first saw you with Saint Asonia, it was the big secret band. You know what I mean? It was Rock on the Range.
Yeah.
So how long did you know about that? How hard was it to keep under wraps, or was it not actually under wraps?
Yeah, it was a weird thing where it really wasn't something that we tried. We didn't really intentionally try to keep it under wraps, but like we were in the studio just making the record. So really we didn't have any time to you know, tell anybody about anything. We were more so just making the record, so we weren't. You know, it wasn't like we were trying to keep anything from, you know, from anyone or hide it. But at the same time, you know, it was kind of cool to just kind of, you know, show up and just, you know, boom, there we are. But so, you know, it wasn't really intentional, but at the same time, there was a bit of thought behind it. You know, eventually we were like, okay, well, nobody really knows, you know, who we are yet, so let's make it a bit of a surprise entry. You know, so.
So how do you write a song? Everybody writes a song a different way. Do you sit with a guitar? Do you sit with a pad and paper? Is it in your head? Or the piano? How do you write a song?
I really don't have. I mean, most of the time it's a guitar. Like I'll just be sitting with a guitar and come up with maybe a chord progression, or I mean, but there's no real way that I do it like all the time. I mean, I could have a melody kind of jump in my head and when that happens, I'll try to record it on my phone. Like I'll just sing whatever just came to me, whether it's a guitar part or a lyric or a melody or anything like that. So there's no real. I don't have like an actual sort of, you know, way that I do it. Strictly like, you know, in a certain way, but most of the time, if I wanted to write a song, I would sit with my guitar. I'd grab my guitar, I'd sit down with it, and just come up, you know, try to come up with something.
So this is not meant to be an insulting question, but what's the easiest song you ever wrote that just all of a sudden was like, wow, I just wrote a song?
I think, actually, you know, probably the song "Waste My Time." It's on the Saint Asonia record. Was the first first song that Mike Mushak and I wrote together. He came to me with the music, and he had the music done. I had lyrics in my head and a melody that just came super quick, and that was the first song that we wrote together. And it was the lightest song one of the lightest songs that either one of us have ever written. So it was kind of strange that way, but yeah, Probably Waste My Time was probably one of the easiest songs just to write. It's always it feels like always the ones that are not the best, but I don't know, the best ones are usually the easiest ones. They just come to you sort of quick, fairly quick.
So when Saint Sonia played Rock on the Range, that was a very pleasant surprise. It seems this year at the festival is a big surprise is emergency evacuations for tornadoes. Have you ever had any close calls with weather?
Well, yeah. I mean, in the past, we've done lots of festivals. Done lots of festivals in the past. One in particular, I think I can't remember where it was at all. My memory's terrible, so I feel like it was in Oklahoma or something like that. But I don't know. But yeah, like lightning storms and crazy tornadoes and stuff like that have happened. Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah, where we've had to get off stage and and it happens actually fairly often if storms come in, they tear down the stage and get you out of there.
Do you have any charities or causes that you personally support?
Yeah, I mean, Music Cares is a big one for me. Music Cares, they actually helped me in 2007. Back in 2007, when I went into treatment, and they're an organization that covers. They basically pay for any musician. You don't have to be necessarily signed to any label or anything, but they basically cover any cost that any musician needs. In terms of if it's whether it's treatment for addiction or if it's mental or anything, all that sort of stuff. They cover it. Music Cares covers it. It's one of those things. They help me out quite a bit.